This is Union Glacier Camp, a remote field camp in the heart of Antarctica. It operates from November through January and acts as a logistics hub to support private expeditions and national science programs, but also provides accommodation for up to 70 guests. It's located in the southern Ellsworth Mountains on the broad expanse of Union Glacier, and it's the only facility of its kind on the continent. The reason it's here is the blue ice runway. This area of naturally occurring blue ice is good enough for large aircraft to land on, and they can supply the camp. It's also the perfect staging point for expeditions to Mount Vinson, the South Pole, Gould Bay, and the vast range of mountains that dominate the horizon. And this is a very short guide to the camp and some of the people who work here. The camp is set up from scratch each year and is roughly this big. The whole area is surveyed using radar and marked out with red flags like these to stop people from walking into areas that might be unsafe.
My name is Tim Hewitt. I'm the Field Operations Manager here at Union Glacier Camp.
Tim works in the operations office. It's where all the important operational meetings are held. It's also home to the travel safety team, the meteorologists, and next door is the comms office. The radio mast improves communication signal, and from here you can speak to nearly anyone.
There's no internet here, unfortunately.
But there are phone booths for calling family and friends.
Yeah, I'll hold.
You can buy phone cards from the guest services.
These are the clam tents. 2 people can sleep in each of these tents. They're guest tents. We have about 35 of them.
Each clam tent is named after a polar explorer.
This is the staff tent area. Each staff member gets one. We have about 70 of them. This is where the doctor lives.
Welcome to the toilets.
Solids and liquids are collected separately, and both are flown off the continent to leave no trace. The big tents are communal areas for cooking and eating, lectures, there's a library, and there's lots of games for when the weather is bad. Now this part of the camp is known as mechanical services. The staff who work here, they can fix things, they can build things, they have lots of wrenches, and the biggest tents in camp are here too.
We call it the cathedral, just because it is the biggest tent.
Various vehicles are used by the staff around camp. These are some of them. Most of the big vehicles run off jet fuel, but electricity in the camp is provided by solar power. Charge any devices in these power cubbies that Joe designed, and come here if you don't feel well and want to be examined by a doctor. These are the showers. Snow is melted to make hot water. Fill up your bucket.
If it's too hot, add a bit of snow to cool it down.
Flick this switch after you put the hose in the bucket, and hey presto, you can smell great again. Oh good, right now the shop is about to open.
Welcome to the shop. We sell t-shirts, hats, mugs, toys, stickers, magnets, buffs, bags, baby clothes, maps, hoodies, bottles and jackets.
You can't get these things anywhere else in the world, by the way.
I'll take it.
Fresh food and drink arrives at the camp with every flight from Chile. It's all stored here.
This is the chiller box.
And there's a huge variety. Things like
Apples, mushrooms, cabbage.
The chefs work around the clock to prepare all the meals and any snacks in between those. The food is delicious. In fact, it wouldn't be that much of a stretch to say it's one of the best things about the camp. Meanwhile, the field guide store has everything you need to do pretty much all of the fun expedition stuff. All the expedition food is also kept here.
Dehydrated meals, pasta, dried fruit, snacks. More snacks. I like the pad thai because you can still recognise the broccoli.
There's lots of bikes.
These are fat bikes. They've got great big beefy tyres.
Staff and guests use these to cycle around camp and around the 10k loop. The big planes land on the blue ice runway.
You can think of that as the international terminal.
But the smaller aircraft fly from the skiway next to camp.
You can think of it as the domestic terminal.
The pilots and aircrew are some of the most experienced in the world. They also get to see the best views of Antarctica. Guests come from every part of the world to stay at this camp, to explore Antarctica and visit some of the planet's most incredible sights and amazing places. But they're also staying in one of them.
At the end of the day, there's nothing like Union Glacier.
Thanks, Tim. What else is there?
Volleyball!
Skydiving. Skiing.
All sorts of electronic things.
Yoga, stretching, calisthenics.
kind of everything you need to know about